Good morning, students. I'm Mahalakshmi, going to take operating system for you in Unit 1. In this video, I'm going to give introduction to you. Here we are going to see about only the definition of operating system and what are the different managers available in OS. The questions can be asked in different ways, or explain about essential managers of operating system, or what are the services of operating system, or what are the responsibilities of operating system. In any way they can ask questions. That only I am going to explain in this slide. This is the introduction slide. Here we are going to see the definition. First we will see the definition. OS, we can say the boss of a computer system. You know what do you mean by boss? That is overall system performance. Everything is managed by this OS. Main two parts are available in a computer system. One is a hardware and other one is a software. Everything is managed by this OS, the boss. Next thing is, what do you mean by OS? It is a chief software. That is, it is nothing but a software. Okay, it is a set of softwares that we cannot change anything in it. It already predefined things. Okay, then it is a chief software. That is a portion of computer system that manages all of the hardware and software. It is a software that manages both hardware and software. Okay, this is the definition. What do you mean by operating system? Means it is a chief software which manages both hardware and software in a computer system. Okay, you know already that's the basic concepts of what is hardware and software. Okay, so everything is managed by the operating system, which is a chief software. Okay, next thing we are going to see what are the services. See, these are the topics. In any way you can take this. This is services or responsibilities or what are the managers. Anyway, the question can be asked, that we are going to see one by one. What are the work of operating system? First thing is, it manages memory. Memory management is done by the operating system. How it handles memory management? From the name itself, you can see how to allocate memory. Allocate memory to that process. What are the process entering into the system? Allocating memory to each process is done by this memory, that operating system. So what is the first point given? It checks the validity of each request. If any process requests for a management, this operating system allocates memory. Suddenly it won't allocate memory. It will check whether it is a legal process. If it is illegal, then it allocates memory. In a multi-user environment, not only one user, many users can be used in some systems. So in some environment, network and all, so many people are using. So that is called as a multi-user environment. So that time and all, it will set up a table. So process 1, how long it can use, how much memory it can use. Like that, it can, this operating system prepare a table, allocates time limit, memory space and everything. Then if the time limit is over, then it will allocate that memory space to other process. So it will allot some type of time management as well as memory space. Everything it will allocate. For same process can't use that memory space for a long time because other process can wait for a long. So it will allocate, it will adjust the time and memory. So memory that is called as memory management. Which job, how much memory space we can give, how long we have to give, like everything is handled by this operating system. That is called as a host topic memory management. This is one of the services of operating system. Next work is, the job of this operating system is process management. Okay, we allocated memory first thing. If it is a legal job, means we are allocating memory. Then how will you manage the process? That is CPU, how we have to allocate that processes. According to the status of process means nothing but a program only we are saying as a process. Okay. The process can be in any state, whether it may be a process may be executing state, or it may be a waiting state, or it is a ready state to execute. So a process means it may be in several states. So that states is handled by this operating system. It is called as a process management. It's like a traffic controller. Process management means what the traffic police will do. If anyone is, if there is a more traffic, means he will adjust. That means he will synchronizes the traffic. That is, it makes some vehicles to wait, some to go, like this is controlling. Same like this, this operating system handles the processes. So if a process is executing for a long time, means you tell them to wait for some time. Then where there's a traffic, that place you will tell to go. Same like this, this CPU is this operating system is doing that process management. So it's given, keep track of status of each process, or waiting for read, whether a process is waiting for a long time or whether it is for read, write, so that everything according to the time management, it will allocate everything. Allocate CPU to the particular process according to the status of each process. Okay, and then if a job is executed or anything to execute remaining, means you tell the process to wait for some time. Then allocate the same process after some other process is finished, some other process work is finished. Like it acts like a traffic controller. What a traffic police will do, same like this, it doing that process management. And then if any registers or tables or anything is needed for this process, that also it will allocate. If time limit is over for that process, then deallocate the process. So everything is done by this OS. Okay, next thing is, so that only given here in process management, two things is handled by OS. That's given in two types, we can say. That's a job scheduler and process scheduler. Okay, process means before going to do that process management, OS check whether that job is acceptable or rejectable. Acceptable only, next step is allocating the CPU. Rejected means no problem, work is over. So this process management means two processes are there. One work is whether we have to check whether we have to accept or reject the job, and second work is that process, how long I can use that CPU, like how many space we can allocate, like that. Okay. Next thing is device management. So many hardware devices we are using, like printers and drives and everything we are using that. So which process needs which device, how to allocate that, and how long we go. For example, these situations and all where it happen is in a network and all. Sometimes, for example, LAN and all, sometimes if we are using in the lab, means one printer can be shared by more systems, more users. So that type of multi-user systems and all. Say several users give print command to the one printer. That time, so which process gave request first, that will be that program will be printed first. So in that situations, which device we have to allocate for which job, like this, that works and all handled by this operating system, that is called as a device manager. How to allocate devices to their processes, how long, that is handled by this OS, that is called as a device manager. That is hardware attached to the systems, how to allocate those devices to that particular processes, how long, when to allocate that devices to particular process, how long we have to allocate that process to particular process. So allocating of devices to the processes is handled by this device manager. Next thing is file management. This given, you can see in your desktop or your mobiles, you can see file explorer. What is given here? What are the different types of files we are using in the system? Everything, maybe audio file, video file, different types of files. Given in the file itself, we can give access restrictions will be there. Some files we can read only. We cannot change anything. So many access facilities, see that that point we can read or write, or we can delete. You studies in database management systems. So who are the users can access the files? What are the restrictions is given to them? That everything is handled by this file management. This is also done by OS. Next thing is network management. Main use of this network is, what's the use of network sharing both hardware and software. That is the use of this network management. That is also done by operating system. In the network we can share, we have share files are there, sharing devices are there. So mainly network management also, this operating system plays a vital role. Actually given here, it provides convenient way for users to share resources. Okay. It may be hardware or software. Anything can be managed by this operating system. Next heading is user interface. This is also managed by OS. You know what I mean by user interface? How, as a user, we are interacting with the system. You know how we are interacting through keyboard or mouse or any one of the input devices, as well as nowadays we are using advanced menu options. Before and all, simply we are using keyboards. Nowadays some advanced interfaces will be there. It may be a menu options through audio, through speech recognition. So many ways are that we are interacting with that system. So that also handled by OS. This user interface, different operating systems are available. Not only Windows, Unix, so many operating systems are there. So everyone having different interfaces. So everything is handled by OS. Thank you, students.